So now if you're asking what I'm doing now, I think I'm gonna post the video that I've just uh, that I've just do it. Okay, so if you ask me what's it about, I'm gonna upload a video about my, how can I say that? My third time or my fourth time, I don't know. Also a fourth time. And upload a video, go here, go here, go here, go. And the fourth time, alright, the fourth time, and tomorrow is the fifth time. You know what I'm doing? Why I have to do this? I already told you guys, right? Because I want to improve myself more and I want to make it as perfect as I can. Because I don't want to because I want to achieve my goal in my life, so I have to, try a lot in this in order to have enough power, enough stuff, enough knowledge to achieve the thing I want. And while I'm uploading the video, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here for a little bit changing. Like I'm gonna go here. On yesterday I have a IC3U1, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna pass the video into here. So it's gonna be 9, right? 9 October 5th. And then I'm gonna go back to my file. Where is it? So I have this one. I'm gonna close this one. I'm gonna create one more task, which is about here. So it's gonna be introduced. Here the first time, so it's gonna be like this. Okay, so it's gonna be French. I'm gonna create a new playlist about here. Okay, .NET. Next, I don't really care about that. Just go on, just move on. Okay, that's perfect. So now I think that I'm gonna go. What I said, so do now. Like I'm gonna go to the mail, go to my different catalog. Just go bar mail to check. To go here to double check the presentation. I think that's good, right? So I'm gonna go here for my presentation practice. Oh, I have my book, which is about those stuff, pronunciation of the ed, and then I'm gonna open why am I opening? What am I doing now? I'm gonna open new meeting. Go over here, joining. Make it smaller. This one. Where is it? It just come. Okay. So like this. I'm gonna join now. Here. Wait a sec. Okay, turn on caption. That's perfect, right? So I'm going to move to the second one, put it over here. Right. The Russian Revolution of 1917 was one of the most explosive political events of the 20th century. The Russian Revolution of 1917 was one of the most explosive political events of the 20th century. The violent revolution marked the end of Romanov dynasty and the centuries of Russian imperial rule. Imperial rule. During the Russian Revolution, the Bolsheviks, led by leftist revolutionary Vladimir Lenin, seized the power and destroyed the tradition of During the Russian Revolution, the Bolsheviks, led by leftist revolutionary Vladimir Lenin, seized the power and destroyed the tradition of Tsarist rule. During the Russian Revolution, the Bolsheviks, led by leftist during the Russian Revolution, the Bolsheviks, led by leftist revolutionary Vladimir Lenin, seized power and destroyed the tradition of Tsarist rule. During the Russian Revolution, the Bolsheviks, led by leftist revolutionary Vladimir Lenin, seized power and destroyed the traditions of Tsarist rule. During the Russian Revolution, the Bolsheviks, led by leftist revolutionary Vladimir Lenin, seized power and destroyed the tradition of Tsarist rule. During the Russian Revolution, the Bolsheviks, led by leftist revolutionary Vladimir Lenin, seized power and destroyed the tradition of Tsarist rule. (1905) Revolution and Bloody Sunday. 1905 Revolution and Bloody Sunday. On January 22, 1905, known as Bloody Sunday, troops and police opened fire on a peaceful demonstration outside Winter Palace. Outside the Winter Palace. Outside, known as Bloody Sunday, troops and police opened fire on a peaceful demonstration outside the Winter Palace in St. Petersburg, killing and injuring around 1,000 people. The liberal press blames Nicholas II. Nicholas. On October 13th, 1905, Tsar Nicholas II issues the October Manifesto. Civil liberties such as freedom of speech and elective parliament. and an unelected parliament. Elected, such as freedom of speech and an elected parliament. On October 30th, 1905, Tsar Nicholas II issued the October Manifesto promising civil liberties such as freedom of speech and an elected parliament. Parliament. So I'm gonna go to Ox. You know why I'm gonna go Oxford every day? Because I have to check my pronunciation. So it's gonna be Lyman, right? So Lyman. What does it look like in here? Parliament, Parliament, Parliament. On January 22, 1905, known as Bloody Sunday, troops and police opened fire on a peaceful demonstration outside the Winter Palace and elsewhere in St. Petersburg. On January 22, 1905, known as Bloody Sunday, troops and police opened fire on a peaceful demonstration outside the Winter Palace and elsewhere in St. Petersburg. Killing and injuring around 1,000 people, the liberal press blames Nicholas II. On October 30th, 1905, Tsar Nicholas II issued the October Manifesto. On October 30th, 1905, Tsar Nicholas II issues the October Manifesto, promising civil liberties such as freedom of speech and an elected parliament. As a result, restrictions are implemented. As a result, restrictions are implemented on the absolute power of the Russian monarch. Of the Russian monarch. Of the Russian monarch and a de facto constitution and a de facto constitution. The fundamental laws of 1906 is issued. The fundamental the fundamental laws of 1906 is issued. Good. One go to Oxford and then that's it. Law. 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 On January 22, 1905, on January 22, 1905, right. On January 22, 1905, known as Bloody Sunday, troops and police opened fire on a peaceful demonstration outside Winter Palace and elsewhere in St. Petersburg. Killing and injuring around 1,000 people, the liberal press blames Nicholas II. Blame, blame, blame. The liberal press blames Nicholas II. The liberal, the liberal press blames Nicholas II. On October 30, 1905, the Tsar Nicholas II issues the October Manifesto, promising civil liberties such as freedom of speech and an elected parliament. As a result, restrictions are implemented on the absolute power of the Russian monarch, and de facto constitution, the fundamental laws of 1906 is issued. February Revolution. A series of public protests began in Portugal which lasts for 80 days and eventually result in abolition. A series of public protests began in Portugal which lasts for 80 days and eventually result in abolition of the monarchy in Russia. Monarchy, 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 monarchy. A series of public protests began in Portugal which lasts for 80 days and eventually result in abolition of the monarchy in Russia. Monarchy. A series of public protests began in Portugal which lasts for 80 days and eventually result in abolition of the monarchy in Russia. The total number of killed and injured in clashes with the police and the government troops in Portugal is estimated around 1,300 people. Mark 8. Mark 8. March. March. March 8. March 8. March 8, 1917. On International Women's Day, demonstrators and striking workers, many of whom are women, take to the streets and protest food shortages and world food shortage. shortage. Protest the food shortage in the world. 2 days later, this 2 days later, the skies strike. 2 days later, the strikes spread across Portugal. On March 15, 1917, the Tsar Nicholas II abdicates and removes his son from succession. The following day, Nicholas' brother Mikhail announces his refusal to accept the throne. A provisional government is formed to replace the Tsarist government. The Tsarist to replace the Tsarist. To replace the Tsarist government, with Prince Lvov becoming the leader. Prince Lvov becoming the leader. June offensive and July days. June offensive and July day. June offensive and July days. On July 1st, 1917, Russian Minister of War Alexander Russian Minister of War War Russian Minister of War Alexander Kerensky launched an offensive against Austria-Hungary forces in Galicia. Although the Russian effort is initially successful, the soldiers soon refused to leave their trenches and fight due to low morale caused by the revolution. Soldiers' communists debate orders and encourage the soldiers to disobey officers. Many soldiers returned home to take part in redistribution of land. The offensive collapsed 4 days later, and Russian troops must respond to the Austrians and Germans' counteroffensive. On July 16 to 20, the July days, a series of spontaneous armed anti-government demonstrations of industrial workers and soldiers begin in Portugal. Lvov resigns as leader of provisional government, with Alexander Kerensky taking over and crushing the demonstrations. In the same month, the death penalty is reintroduced, and women are granted the right to vote and hold office. Kerensky issues the arrest of Lenin, who goes into hiding. The printing office of the Bolshevik newspaper Pravda, the headquarters of the Bolshevik Central Committee, are raided, with many Bolshevik leaders arrested. The apartheid uprising resulted in Soviet losing their control over the provisional government, signifying the end of the dual power situation. It is seen by many as the point of no return for the peaceful development of a revolution. October Revolution, the Brest-Litovsk Treaty. The Bolshevik seized the Bolshevik seized the Bolshevik seized 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 the Bolshevik seized control of Petrograd on November 7, 1917. The Bolsheviks take control of the Winter Palace, the last remaining holdout of the provisional government on November 8, 1917. The decrees on land decree the decrees the decrees the the decrees the decrees the decrees on land proclaiming abolition of private property and the redistribution of the land amongst the peasantry, and peace, proposing an immediate withdrawal of Russia from the First World War, and issued by the new Bolshevik government. Sequential workers' decrees decree decrees outlined measures for an 8-hour working day, minimum wage, and running of factories. The death penalty is abolished once again on November 8, 1917. On March 3, 1918, Russia ends its participation in the First World War. Post-Soviet Russia loses one-third of the own imperial population. One-third of its railway network, half its industry, three-quarters of its supplies of iron ore, nine-tenths of its coal resources, and much of its food supplies. Food, food, food supplies. Now we're gonna go to the and now I'm gonna go to the multi and now I'm gonna go to the multi and now we're gonna go to the multimedia piece. Now we're gonna go to the multi. And now we're gonna go to the multi. And now we're gonna go to the multimedia piece. and now we're gonna go to the multi. Multi. And now we're gonna go to the multimedia piece. Multimedia piece. And this is our citation. Citation. And this is our citation. Alright, so that is my process of practicing for the presentation, which is on Wednesday, and today is Thursday, tomorrow as well. So I have to be, to make my skill as perfect as I can in order to prepare for this one. I have to join. I have to, practice a lot because I don't want to lose my mark. I don't want to get behind them. So I have to. So I try a lot. I'm gonna try really hard. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna do anything and everything to improve my skill, to upgrade my skill, to build up my skill. So and that's a good part of me. Why I can do more with my stuff. I can improve my speaking skill. And if and what I don't know, I'm still gonna go to the Oxford dictionary and then search for the pronunciation. Like that, like I've learned the pronunciation the video about 2-3 months ago, and I forget like most of them, but I still remember some of them. I can apply it for my stuff, and it helps me pretty much and help me a lot in learning learning the pronunciation of the word. So it's improved me a lot, and it's pretty good for myself. I can learn a lot about here. I can improve my speaking skill, which is a huge difference for me. Master. Okay, so I think that this caption let me have some setting video general. How about the caption? It show me bonjour. Wakarimashita. Watashi wa Watashi wa missing detail attachment. I think that also I'm gonna go to browser now. A window. I want to choose this one. Stop sharing. Press now. Oh no. A window. I'm gonna ask like, hi miss, do you see my screen? Make sure it is perfect and I can do the work. And if she said yes, so I'm gonna, and if she said yes, so I just go back and so I just keep going. Install my pronunciation, install my work, my presentation. But now I think that is really perfect for now because I've tried my best and tried a lot in order to enhance my skill those for those speaking, and I can improve much more my speaking my skill. And I think that is the 8 o'clock right now. I have to go up my breakfast. I get up at 5, but when I get breakfast at 8, like, and actually I scared of my anime. I'm probably gonna see anything in the morning, so I'm just scared of the anime. Just actually when I do this speaking, I'm really scared that they're gonna open the door right over here, and let me see what am I doing. Like, I'm really scared about that. But anyway, that is pretty much for me today. I can improve myself much more in future. Depends on what I'm doing right now. It can show my future in it can show my future. So I have some better try my best. I want to do everything in my abilities in order to achieve the thing that I want in future. So not just I don't want to do some silly stuff that affect my skills. I have to try really hard in order to achieve the thing that I want. So then that is the end of my video today.